First problem that we ran into is that this is the maximum height of the trailer dog right there, and it's not high enough. This is not a modified quad. It's not lifted. It's actually half an inch lower than stock, and this is what happened. Make sure you get a shot of this, and as you can see, this is the maximum height, so it's going to require a drop hitch to make this work. I consider that kind of a problem. I don't know why this wouldn't be a few inches taller, but that's the maximum, so we're going to have to fix that with a drop hitch.
And we use this. And now everybody's going to be back.
Easy, go easy. Go ahead. Okay guys, this is the steel plate that I put in the back section of the trailer. Actually, it's not steel plate, it's aluminum. I didn't want to worry about it rusting. And it's, what do you say this is, Dad? 3/16?
What's that?
This plate, 3/16 or so?
Yeah.
Aluminum plate. I mean, it's perfectly wedged in there. We're holding it in place, going to put some bolts through it. And this will be the base for the trailer dog. Man, oh man, I like this drill. I mean, how old is this thing, Dad? Like 1 million years old?
Yeah, it's pretty old, yeah.
Yeah, I'm crushing wood.
Sounds like it.
Okay, that one was good.
Alrighty.
The back one?
Yeah.
You ready?
I reckon.
You're a dork.
Hey Dad, is there bolts holding them side brackets on? There are, huh? So they drilled through the whole side of the trailer for that.
Yeah. Yeah, they did. That ought to do it.
I got no power. This thing won't chooch without any juice. We got a no chooch situation.
So what was your concern? You said that you thought that the bolts weren't going to fit?
Yeah, the bolts don't fit through the holes because of the thick coating of paint. That's what it looks like. We're gonna have to open these holes up a little.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. There it goes.
Oh, you're dealing with this time.
Okay, so the pin is in.
I put the pin in first, then tighten.
Yeah, apparently that's the trick. Okay, crank that down.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cranked down. This is locked. This
Your 2 bolts.
and this straight here though. Looks straight.
This needs to come up a little bit.
Yeah.
That?
Yes.
Is it still straight?
Yes.
Damn, it moves around.
Okay.
Okay. Oh man, just this
paint on
paint is a pain in the ass, man.
It's nasty.
But it keeps the bolts from coming out. Just need to get that pin for that.
Uh-oh. We're running low on battery.
Well, you can go grab the other battery real quick. It's on my desk.
Done.
Hey everybody, got the install done, and here it is, all finished. And so it attaches to the hitch on the quad, which that was a whole nother nightmare if you'd been following along. And got it bolted up, and this holds the quad down without needing straps. And here's the plate bolted down. I put another plate underneath it, so it's going through the trailer, through two of these plates and this plate. And when you get where you're going, you loosen this up, pull the pin, flip this up, and you're off and going. You don't have to mess with straps, which I'm pretty excited about. So overall, the biggest problems with the install was the paint that they put on this. This whole thing was painted with some sort of thick paint. I don't know if it's dipped or what, but I mean, it chips off super easy. You know, you can see right here, you know, pretty much everywhere. It just comes right off. I mean, I guess if that's one of the things I would say is that the painting of this is pretty substandard. It should be powder coated, I guess. Maybe even for a little extra cost. I think I would personally rather have it powder coated, some sort of more durable finish than this. I mean, it's just paint coming off everywhere. I don't expect the paint to last very long at all. So every one of these bolt holes had to be kind of widened out in order to get the bolts through. The bolts didn't fit through, so that was kind of a a real pain. And that's because of the thickness of this paint. You know, these holes were drilled to the exact size of these bolts, and you know, it really made getting these bolts through. Plus, every single threaded part was coated in this paint, so it made like getting this bolt in more difficult, these bolts in more difficult. And in the video, they show lock nuts, jam nuts, on the back of these bolts. As you can see, mine did not come with any jam bolts. I don't know if later on they decided that they did not need any kind of locking jam bolts. I suppose looking at it is you don't need it, but I guess one thing you need to know if you've got this in mind for yourself is you can see it requires a drop hitch. There's no way around that. This is a stock height quad. Like I said, it's actually lower than a stock height quad. There's no lift on it, no nothing. If this thing had like 28-inch, mud tires on it or something like that, where you guys like to mud ride, this would be, even higher. It'd be like sitting here, and this right here is not long enough. I get why this isn't long enough. The longer you make this, the weaker it becomes. I get that, but I don't know, something that might want to be lengthened. I mean that would have simplified the installation quite a bit. So other than that, we're going to try it out, and I'll report back after I give it a go. Try it out on a first ride here, and we'll go from there. Talk to you guys later on that end.